Imagine a senior analyst who's read every document in your company, every SOP, client file, policy, every contract. You ask them a question, they pull the right documents, cite the sources, and then they give you an answer. And they can only see the files they're authorized to see. That's what a RAG agent does. Most business owners have never heard of the term, and the ones who have, they think they've already tried it. They haven't. If you uploaded documents to ChatGPT once and thought that was it, this video is going to save you from a very expensive mistake. I'm Amadou. I build these systems for companies. No jargon today, no hype, just what a RAG agent actually is, and when your business needs one, and how to tell the good ones from the bad ones. RAG stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. So not worrying too much about the acronym, but focusing on how it's different from a regular chatbot. So a regular chatbot answers from whatever it's trained on. It's fast, confident, and has no idea what's in your company's filing cabinet. RAG agents have the same brain, but it looks in your filing cabinet first and pulls the documents that matter, then it answers. It's the difference between asking an intern who's been on the job 2 days versus asking a senior employee who's read every file in the company. The same question with a very different answer. You don't need to know what RAG stands for, you need to know what it replaces. If you're thinking, wait, we already do this, we uploaded our SOPs to ChatGPT last quarter, let me just stop you right there. That's not the same thing, and thinking that costs companies real money. This is ChatGPT with documents uploaded. You get answers, feels great, and it's super fast. Now, when you close the tab, it's gone, and that was your session, not your company's knowledge. Nobody else in your org can query those documents. New docs get added, and no one updates the old ones. And there's no audit trail, no permissions, no integration with your CRM, your Slack, your email. RAG isn't a file upload. RAG is a system that's persistent, shared, and permissioned, and also connected to where your data actually lives. Uploading docs to ChatGPT is like photocopying one file for one employee. RAG is like giving your whole company a shared library that updates itself. So quick sidebar, RAG is also not fine-tuning. Fine-tuning sends the AI to school. RAG hands it the latest document right before it answers. Most business problems need RAG, and very few need fine-tuning. Don't let a vendor confuse you. Here's what you're already paying for, whether you know it or not. Your employees spend 20 to 30% of their time searching for information that already exists somewhere in your company. Not creating, not selling, not serving clients, only just searching. A 50-person team, $100,000 average salary, you do the math. That's over $1 million a year, gone every year. And it's not just time, it's the new hire who takes 3 months to ramp because no one told him where anything lives. It's the one person on your team who knows everything and the cliff you fall off the day they leave. LinkedIn deployed a system like this on their support team, and resolution times dropped almost 30%. Real production system with real results. The right question isn't, do I need AI? It's what would happen if every person on your team had instant access to the right answer with the source attached. This is the uncomfortable truth that most AI consultants won't tell you. RAG isn't for every business. There's 4 questions you need to answer. If you say yes to 3 or 4, RAG is probably worth exploring. If it's 0 or 1, you need something else probably. And anyone trying to sell you RAG at that point is selling and not consulting. So 1, do you have a meaningful volume of documents? Hundreds minimum, and thousands is where it really works. 2, is your knowledge trapped across different systems, teams, or people? 3, do your employees or customers ask the same questions over and over? 4, are you in an industry where answers need sources like legal, healthcare, finance, anything compliance heavy? A 12-attorney law firm with 10 years of case files probably need RAG. A 2-person coffee shop that wants inventory automation, probably not. And there's no shame in the second one. You just need a different tool, not a RAG. If your problem is nobody can find what they need, RAG is the answer. If your problem is something else, RAG isn't. Simple. You've probably seen the MIT study, 95% of AI pilots that fail to scale. Here's what you weren't told. 84% of those failures, the technology isn't the problem. The leadership is. No metrics, no owner, C-suite sponsorship that evaporates in 6 months. The tech works, the discipline usually doesn't. But there are bad RAG builds, and one of them actually made legal history. Air Canada's chatbot hallucinated a bereavement refund policy that didn't exist. Customers ended up suing, the airline lost in court, and they had to honor a policy that their AI made up. It's in the legal precedent now. That's the kind of RAG deployment that keeps executives up at night, and it's avoidable. 3 things separate real RAG systems from the Air Canada version. 1, every answer cites a source. If the system can't cite, it shouldn't answer. 2. The system says, I don't know when it doesn't know an answer. Good RAG systems admit uncertainty, and bad RAG systems make things up with confidence and cost you a lawsuit. 3. Permissions. The AI respects who can see what. Sales can't query HR files. External users can't query internal ones. A good RAG agent tells you when it doesn't know. A bad one makes things up with a straight face. Last thing, because you're going to get pitched this by somebody eventually. 2 red flags fast. 1, if the vendor says we'll add compliance later, just walk away. Retrofitting governance costs 3 to 10 times more than building it in at the beginning. That sentence means their product isn't enterprise ready, and they're hoping you'll be the pilot customer who finds the fix. 2, usage-based pricing is flexible. Translation, you won't know your bill until it arrives. I've seen vector database bills go from $50 a month to almost $3,000 in 6 months. No cap, no warning. Ask for a concrete cost estimate at your expected volume, and if they can't give you one, they don't know their own product. The question a good vendor wants you to ask is, show me how you fail. The question a bad vendor avoids is the same one, so ask it anyway. If you watch this and you're wondering whether RAG is the right tool for your specific problem, that's the first thing we figure out on a discovery call. And here's what makes our call different. We might tell you not to build one. If your problem doesn't fit it, I'll tell you. Honest answer, pitch later, if at all. That's the whole point of having someone honest in the room before you spend money. Free call, links in the description and in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.